Right, a warm welcome back to Andy Sharma, who is chairman of the Hillingdon Chamber of Commerce and also runs Business Results coaching service. Hi, Andy.
Hello, Steve.
And we are continuing our chamber conversations where we chat about different topics. This one is all about customer pain points and zooming out and thinking about what are your customers' pain points in your business. How about some examples, Andy, of that? What can you think of?
Yes, Steve, I think when we're looking at the customer pain points, we need to consider why the customers are doing business with you. So one of the important things to consider whenever you are interacting with your customers, selling them products or services, is to think about what sort of challenges that they may be looking for a solution for. And if you do that, then it helps you position your solution more effectively. Like, for example, a garage. And if somebody goes for an MOT or getting a car serviced, there are a few doubts or some of the fears that people may have in their head. One, they don't want to be oversold. Secondly, they may not trust the garage as much unless if they have done business with them. So what could garage do? Create a video using some sort of an app or a platform which can be shared with the customer, where they can actually share with them what is wrong with the car, what is the work which is needed, which gives them more confidence. So it helps them build trust and credibility as a business to work with the client. Similarly, for any other business, for example, if you're looking at an accountant or, for example, a service-based business, you need to think about what is it that people are buying, not what you're selling. Because more often than not, people, when they come to you, they're looking for a solution to their problem. So whether it is a challenge that they may be facing or they may be moving towards a positive outcome, which will help them. For example, going to an accountant, it could be fine. One of the reasons could be that I need to file my account, so I don't want to be fined by HMRC. So that's the solution that they're looking for. They don't really care about accounts per se when they're thinking about it, even though the accounts are important, which will help them make better decisions because of the information. But what they're looking for is the timely filing of accounts. So it's important for you to kind of think about what is it that the customers are buying or the clients are buying rather than what are you selling. And if you do that, you can dig deeper into their emotional psyche and think about how do you then position your solution that you have for their problems, which will be a lot more effective.
And would you perhaps survey some clients, do you think? Sometimes you can't see these things, can you? Perhaps you might ask some clients, what can we do to improve our service? And are there any pain points when you interact with us?
Yes, absolutely. I think this is one of the best ways to find out why people do business with you. And I think it's best to ask some of your existing customers why they have stayed with you or why they chose you over the competition. And you may want to do a survey, you may want to have a one-on-one conversation, but whatever works for you, depending on your client base, it's always good to figure out why people are choosing you over others. And is it just the price or is it something else? And one of the examples that I can think of is one of the business that I used to work with as a coach. We did this exercise with them just to figure out what their unique selling proposition is. And obviously they had competition, everybody was marketing themselves. But when we asked their clients why they did business with them, the important reason that came out was because they had parking.
Parking outside.
Yeah, exactly. And they were based in the city center. So whenever their client needed to come and see them, they said, oh, it'll save me time. I don't have to worry about parking. So that's why they said, okay, I can see there are different businesses doing the same thing and they are more on a comparable basis. But at the same time, you have the parking. So I would rather choose you, which is you would not have guessed in the first place. So it's always good to ask your existing clients why they choose you over others.
And sometimes it's amazing, isn't it? The tiny things that tip people and make you choose a certain business. I had an example once where I used to work in a recording studio and somebody said to me, the reason we come to you is because you have nice biscuits.
Well, there you go.
And I was like, nothing to do with our service and how we record people, because we have nice biscuits. Okay. So that's good to know. I mean, if you can find these things, these little niches that bring you apart from other businesses, then that's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a really good book called Critical Non-Essentials by Paddy Lunn. He's done, a lot of work around, what are the non-essentials which are needed for you to stand apart from your competition. So if anybody's interested in some of these works, maybe read that book.
So perhaps have a think about, write some things down, chat to your existing customers, have a think about what are the customer pain points in the business that you run, and then how can you get round them. It'd be good to chat. Leave some feedback on the video if you can, comment, and we'll have an interaction. Thanks, Andy. That's a great chat.
Thank you, Steve.
So more of these chats are available on the Hillingdon Chamber website, which is hillingdonchamber.co.uk, along with lots of useful other information as well.